The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.
The thing about ultimate leadership, it is only one thing, and it is servant leadership. People cannot be called leaders if they do not serve. You can be a leader. In fact, you probably are a leader. But you can never be the ultimate leader unless you have a heart of a servant. You are there to serve the people. Ultimate leadership is one thing and one thing only: servanthood. And that's where all of a sudden the fight starts. Because you see, it's not about you. And being a leader, there is major responsibility on your shoulders. I believe we are all called to be leaders. I really, really do. But you can only become a leader by putting your hand up and saying, I'll do it. It starts with a decision. But you must understand that there's a process. And you need to allow the process to take its course. Go easy on yourself. Give yourself grace. The fact that you put your hand up, you don't become it in an instant. It's like if you're going to plant tomatoes. You can make that decision, but there's that process. And unless you follow the process, it's not going to happen. The exciting thing is if you do follow the process and understand the process, it is going to happen beyond your wildest dreams. Guaranteed. So if you're going to plant tomatoes, you need a tomato seed. And it's got to be that seed. You've got to have a piece of ground that you can plant the seed in, and it's got to be fertile. And when you put that seed in the ground, it better be at the right moment for the right season. It's not coming. And when you put that seed into fertile ground, you can work it, you can cultivate it, you can water it. But then you've got to sit back and you've got to allow the elements to do their thing. You've got to allow that heat. You've got to allow that cold. You've got to allow that water, the thunder, the lightning. Everything has to take place. You have to sit back and allow time to take its course. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to have tomatoes, aren't you? Yeah. In fact, you're not going to have a tomato. You're going to have a tomato bush with lots of tomatoes. You need to understand that life doesn't get better, you get better. I accept you for who you are and not for who you should be. I don't want you to agree with me. I just want you to understand. And it does start with a decision. Make the decision and then allow the process to take place. And I just want to say, I'm so proud of you making the decision.
The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.